my phone.
I just.
Oh no, my
What?
phone. How do I do this?
Oh, I should probably.
Oh, I gotta do the
mute on my end.
transfer. That's what it is. Hello. All right. So real talk to the chat that's currently here. We have no idea what we're doing. I threw this together maybe 45 minutes ago because I didn't forget. I just procrastinated, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I can throw this together in like an hour." But no, no, you can't. But hello, hello everybody.
Oh,
Welcome to
man.
the first official One Up podcast. I don't really know. One Up After Dark. I don't know. Working title, I think, maybe.
All aboard, one aboard, one up.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Full steam ahead, full stream ahead.
It's so great to see all of you in chat going off. If we don't comment on everything you say, just know we love you. We're also going to be talking about some things, but first, I guess I want to start by talking about what we've been up to and what we're doing, and specifically the people currently here. So we'll talk about One Up stuff after we do some like hellos. So anyone who's new who doesn't know, I'm LQ Does. I does things like start communities and stream and do all this other junk. But anyway, that's what I do, right? You don't need me to introduce myself. But what about this guy? This guy.
I'm researcher Ryan. I am a Pokemon variety streamer. Do a lot of Pokemon stuff, and I do a lot of other Nintendo stuff, and whatever I feel like. So that's what I do. That's more or less what I do. I like D&D. D&D's cool.
D&D's pretty chill.
Yeah, man.
I'm Sneaky Zombie, and I spill water when I'm not playing games. And
Cheers.
And yeah, play games, do just chatting, that kind of stuff. Games are just kind of all over the place, though, so I don't have anything in particular that I am playing at the moment. There, okay, crisis averted.
Crisis averted. Is everything clean now?
Nailed it.
If you're gonna spill anything, spill water. You know.
Please.
Okay. So side note, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. And Ryan was here for this. We were having a Chinese dinner date. Basically,
it
we
was
both
so nice.
ordered Chinese, and I was like, I got dumplings, so I was like, I had soy sauce, and I went to go close it, and I thought it was closed, so I picked it up, and it spilt all over my shirt, and all over the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, so I went and cleaned it, but look, there's like no stain. There's actually
That's
no
excellent.
stain. And I was like, cool. And then my immediate thought was, they must have watered it down. They must have been giving me watered down soy sauce for it to come out so easily. So.
Or it did stain, but the color is so dark that.
Yeah. Well, it didn't stain the carpet either, and the carpet's like the carpet's super light. But
Okay,
anyway. Side notes aside. Sneaky, what have you been up to this week? What's been going on with you? I'm just hear about your life, about your.
Gosh, a lot of really crazy stuff. I've been mostly getting into a new streaming schedule. So I've been very not scheduled for the past couple years, maybe. So now I am officially starting doing a schedule again. I'm working on making money in real life and stuff with Instacart, and that's it. I had minor crisis with my dog, and it's been averted for the time being, and yeah, that's been about it for sure.
How is
love goes out to
your dog doing?
He's okay. He's we had a bit of a scare because he seemed to be doing just fine, and then all of a sudden, my partner's like, what's going on with Igor? What's going on? And we go and take a look. Poor guy was just like all shaking and not happy. But we got him some, the vet gave us some pain meds, and then next month we'll be able to get him looked at and stuff. I think it's just he's getting older, and he has a bad knee anyways. So I think it's just those kinds of things are acting up, and but I think, for the time being, he's actually a lot more energetic. So he's back to his old self, and we're just kind of keeping an eye on it. So
that's always good.
Yeah. One of my dogs that passed away had that kind of issue, and my current dog is actually having hip issues too. But yeah, it just happens with age, right? It's kind of sucks.
Oh yeah,
it is. I'm sure you'll all do fine, and best wishes to him. Best wishes.
The one thing that's very I always find interesting about like being a pet owner is like your animal, like as many stereotypes that fit your pet specifically, whether it's a cat or a dog or a bird or a fish, whatever. If you spend enough time with your animal, you learn their individual personalities because they're all unique. And if you really pay close attention, you can tell when something's not right because they're not acting the same as normal. So if you're a good pet owner, you can definitely tell that there's something wrong with your pet because because they are acting strange.
With him, it's very obvious. Like, he won't eat. He will not allow himself to be picked up. And not in a please don't pick me up, but like in a like you know what I mean. Like, you can tell and stuff, and like he'll look at you with this expression like, please help me, like make it stop. And I'm just like, okay, it's all right, we got you, buddy. We wrapped him in a blanket and stuff, and I just gave him hugs, and that seemed to help. So it was he's okay though. He'll be all right.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad he's starting to feel better though. That's got to be really scary. A couple of months ago, I had a scare with this little loaf that's sitting by her water bowl right now.
So cute.
Yeah, she was acting really strange. She was throwing up a lot. She felt really thin. And she's a tiny cat to begin with. So like when I started seeing that her stomach was sinking in a lot, and that she'd been throwing up and she was like snuffing her food even though she was like in love with it. I was like, all right, this is a problem. I gotta go take her to the vet. And it was a really stressful day because I work freelance as a graphic designer, for those who don't know. And so trying to be able to fit in the time of like, hey, I'm still technically on the clock for work, but also being at the vet, like to make sure that my animal is okay and not dying, was really stressful because I was working 2 shows at the exact same time. And so like it was just the stress of, is my cat okay? This person's contacting me to do stuff. This person's contacting me to do stuff. And I'm just like stuck in a car in a parking lot waiting because I wasn't allowed inside because of COVID.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah. So I totally get you.
All right. Thanks, Nikki. Ryan, what have you been up to this week? And your...
Oh God. This week has been a lot of trying to gather myself a little bit. I've taken a small little break from streaming because sometimes you need to have like a little bit of a mental health week, just to give yourself a break, recharge your batteries, figure yourself out, especially as a smaller streamer. You're not profiting a lot on stream anyway as a smaller streamer, so you're able to take that time and do it. And since I'm not relying on it as an income, it's kind of nice to be able to be like, okay, I need to take a week off for a little bit, center myself. But like the craziest thing that happened this week was that my phone of like 8 years old has finally kicked the bucket, where all my apps stopped working randomly one day, and I tried to restart it and like see if it would work, and they weren't working, and I was still working, so it was my work phone, and I was freaking out. And I was like, oh no, what's going on? And so the next day I was like, okay, I'm spending all day today getting a new phone, getting that set up so that I'm ready. And thankfully I was like basically done with work already, because my freelance contract is up now. And I've been doing that. And then I've also been working on some emotes for a particular, streamer that's like this way or this way.
The emotes I asked for a while ago. Yeah, I remember them vaguely.
Yeah. When you work 7 days a week and try to stream and have like no time, it's definitely tough to try to fit in commissions at the same time.
I get it. No. Me and Ryan have this running gag that I constantly remind him that he hasn't given me he hasn't given me any of my emotes yet.
Yeah. It's
Give him all,
works.
give him all the shit.
That's the thing. It works, right? You remind me, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. And I get done with another emote, and I'm like halfway through another one now too. It's your last one, so you'll have them soon. I'm hoping that you can have them for this week, because I really would like you to have them for this week.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess I'll just this week for me has been changing a lot of the 1UP stuff. I focus a lot more on we had a weird, and this is going to bridge into what's new in 1UP as well. So for me personally, I've been streaming a couple of days a week. Right, I took a day off. I was late a day, and that has to do with the fact that I was living my life, doing work, doing cleaning up some stuff in the apartment area. But was also just trying to clean up the Discord a bit. We moved some things around. We did a lot of things in the back end that passengers don't see, right? We made some new changes for conductors. We made some new changes on the front end, right? So we have that all aboard section now, which is just basically like your welcoming and where you can pick your rules. And then we separated out that section from just the general stuff, and then we separated out again for gaming content. This is where game stuff goes, new deals, yada yada yada. And then we have this brand new community section, which is basically for our community to tell us, hey, if we're going to do a community night, what do you guys want to do? We're going to try and do one of those once a month. More if there's more call for it, like if the community wants to have more community nights. But as of right now, we're going to try and do once a month. They'll be, led by conductors, and we'll facilitate that kind of stuff. And if we, whatever we decide to do, we'll figure it out. And then there's a new suggestion section, which already, I think Marcus wrote a suggestion in there today about having a Pix channel.
I saw that.
I had it. I was like, I'll talk to Ryan about it before the podcast, and then Ryan decided to show up 5 minutes before. Hey Ryan, do you think it's a good idea?
10 minutes? Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea too.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't had it already, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely will be edited in probably soon after the podcast is over. Just because I don't like making decisions on Discord stuff by myself. Mainly because I don't want it to seem like I'm just turning this into my Discord. It's our Discord, right? It's the passengers, it's the conductors' Discords, for us to kind of share and get to know each other and do great things together. Rule with an iron fist. No, Yagi. No. I will be a dictator.
How else are we going to conquer Twitch if not with an iron fist?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Honey.
Cool. There's the other thing that's going to be new, and we're still working on the details of it, but we want to start doing some form of series on YouTube for 1UP, whether that be a gameplay of something, or maybe just like one-offs with like random conductors. So look forward to that coming soon. It's not just going to be highlight videos anymore. It's going to also be like content through 1UP. This podcast will probably go up on there. I'll probably cut out the beginning part where we sat for like 5 minutes in silence. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. But we'll figure it out. But anyway.
That's actually something I'm really excited for, if I may, like interject.
Yeah. Interject, because I think this is more of your child than mine. The content on YouTube.
Yeah, so like I started, for those who don't know, I actually started out on YouTube. That was what got me to do internet content creation in the first place. Was a YouTube channel. So I'm very excited to do YouTube content. And it's something I've been kind of pushing for the 1UP for the past couple months. Because I feel like it's a great platform to get us discoverability outside of Twitch, because when you're on Twitch and you're only on Twitch, you're only ever going to be discovered when you're live. And so you have to get your presence out there elsewhere through other means, whether it be through Twitter, whether it be through Instagram, whether it be through YouTube, like Reddit, even like as a possible place to grow, and just kind of put the name out there. So if we want one up, excuse me, I feel like lose some mustache hair somehow in my mouth. If we want One Up Station to grow and be this awesome community, where we can all just have a cool place to hang out, and you guys can find more content creators online, and kind of be like almost this hub of communities that you can see like amalgamate together. I think we need to start branching out into more platforms than just Twitch. And I starting out on YouTube, it's kind of going to be like returning to home a little bit for me. So I'm excited to get back onto that, because I've been wanting to do YouTube again for a little while.
That's really cool. What do you used to do on YouTube?
So when I first started doing YouTube, and this is a series I'm going to bring back because I really enjoyed doing it. I used to do a series called Pokeology, which is a biological study and analysis of Pokemon. And I would do different Pokemon all the time. I tried to do every week. It would be a new Pokemon. And it was very difficult to keep up with, especially as someone who had no background in science whatsoever. But it's still interesting to me. So I learned so much, but so little. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, because I would essentially take a Pokemon and say, okay, how does its like real life counterpart work in the real life, and then just kind of apply that there in the script, and just made it as like, hey, this is a Pokemon professor's research that's publicly available for Pokemon trainers, so that they can better understand Pokemon that they're looking for and or going to catch or whatever.
Okay.
Or have. So that was kind of the concept and idea behind it. It all like stemmed from like a YouTube video that was on game theory and a YouTube channel called The Dex a very long time ago about the evolution of Pokemon, like Darwinism and Pokemon.
I loved The Dex. It was a great show, and it's sad to see that it's no longer. Now it's not making new content.
Yeah, and I think that's a niche that people are looking for, like that kind of like facts and trivia about individual Pokemon, or like science whatever about Pokemon. So I would love to be able to fill that niche if the demand is really there. I know I've been looking for stuff like The Dex, because like you said, The Dex was great. And and people always compared my channel to The Dex anyway, so I would like to see a return of that.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for new content to come out for What Up. I know it doesn't seem like I'm very excited right now. This is just my face. I don't express emotion really well. This is basically it. This is all you're gonna get from me. But I am excited for it. I'm just a very mellow type of person, especially right now. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Sneaky, have you put any thought into if you want to do something on YouTube or not? I mean, the answer can be no. Obviously, I've never talked to you about it.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I have wanted to do like more YouTube stuff. I kind of started doing just a tiny bit of, kind of trying to clip together like little stories or whatever for videos on my YouTube channel, but it has been a bit of a challenge to adapt to like that kind of workflow. But I really would like to do some sort of videos, anything really, like doing like Minecraft builds, or I think that's why I stopped, actually, because I wasn't able to get the replay mod to work in conjunction with the other mod that I use to make everything look so cool. So, but I would like to do something. I'm just not sure what yet.
Yeah, well, I remember you edited our second highlight video you ever put out.
Yeah.
And it was weird because, like, me and Ryan talked about that video a lot.
Yeah.
Pre, post, and during it being made. We love it. We love it. It's a great video,
I will never
right?
watch it again.
There were some like minor things, right, that we were like, oh yeah, that could be like, it could be a little punchier, but like other than that, it was like, it's fine. It's got a really cool concept, and I took some of that idea and I put it into videos later, right? So if you look at the first video, I did the first video, and it's very like, hey, these are the funny bits, and that's it. Like I didn't do anything to them. You look at your video, and it's like not like all over the place, but it's like, hey, I'm exaggerating this and I'm exaggerating that and I'm adding in this and I'm adding in that, and it's all like flashy and showy and it's cool. It's really cool. And I was like, I think I want to meet somewhere in the middle, and that's where I was trying to make those videos. Except for the last one that we put out. The last one I put out, I did in like 6 hours because I forgot.
I think it was the one immediately after the one I did. I feel like it must have been that one that I was like, oh my god, this is like amazing. Like I was like, this is fantastic. It had just the right amount of everything, and I was just like, yes, like it was so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty great when so something that's really cool about like seeing different type of editing and like working with different people who have like different editing styles. You can like pick up on like little things that they do differently or big things that they do differently and like kind of adapt them into your own editing style. And that's like one of the really cool aspects of like editing, right? So it's not just like the more like obviously the more you do it, the quicker you'll become at it and the better it will be. But then like the more you see of it, and on a critical level, not just like watching a YouTube video, because you could watch 1,000 YouTube videos and it won't matter. But the more you watch on a critical level, the more you'll like understand like, oh yeah, this is exactly how like I want to do something. So like, how do they do it? Let me like analyze it and figure it out.
Exactly.
So just cool thoughts. I have nothing else to say about it.
Yeah, like it on a critical level, like LQ and I like would stay up a lot in the beginning parts of those for like hours, just like fine tuning things, being like, okay, how can we push this further? What's the joke here? How can we emphasize it? It's like, for those who like improv, it's like yes anding. So so you try to complement the joke that's already there. And so it was very exciting to be like in a semi-producer position in my position, because I wasn't the one handling the cut.
Right.
But seeing LQ handle the cut and him doing something would spark something and be like, okay, maybe let's tweak this just a little bit, and then let's see if in this spot we do like one of these things. And my style of just kind of like of how I am when I'm just hanging out and talking and is just to make a joke, like a really outrageous joke about, yeah, let's totally do this thing. And we did a couple of times and it would work. And then other times it just didn't. But that's just the nature of cutting anyway.
I distinctly remember the first video. I distinctly remember because I didn't ask anybody for anything. I just went and I found funny clips from the last week from all the conductors. And I remember sitting in a voice call with Ryan and JZ1997 for like close to like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. Just like nitpicking this 5-minute long video. It's like one of the shorter videos we have. Just like nitpicking like little tiny things. Because my idea was like, well, none of the conductors have ever seen like none of them have really put their own like highlight video together, or at least not to my knowledge. So I don't think they understand like how cool these can be. So I was like, this needs to be like cool and like perfect. So we like sat for a really long time. And then as we've done them more, it's more like, cool, let me bother this person twice to like show them it and not show them every single edit.
Yep. It still ends up being one of those situations where we're on for like 3 hours, like watching the video, being like, I feel like this might be a little long. Can we pinch this a little bit? Oh, it cuts off a little too short. Like, let's see if we can hold it out just a little bit to sit on the joke, or fix this, fix that. Like this joke here. Like the smallest details that go over everyone's head, but like if we had left them the way they were, people would notice it, right? Yeah. So it's like, it's just a weird concept. This is just video editing in general, but it's a weird concept when you hold on something too long or cut something away too quickly.
Yeah.
It's all the matter of only a couple different frames too. It's like, oh, it's like 6 frames, like too short. Like it's 6 frames too short. And if you hold it for that extra 6 frames, it somehow makes it feel like a completely different, like moment. And it just, that's what I love about editing. That's like one of my things that I get excited about when we edit. It's just like seeing how differently something changes, from just the most minute, like little tweak.
I was doing that a lot. There was a video. I think I might have taken it down because when I put it up, I realized that it needed more work. And seeing it, I was like, it re-inspired me, to kind of like work a little bit on it. But I still have to work on it. But it was when I think it was a video when you taught me LQ how to make penguins. Yes. In Craftopia.
Oh yeah.
The Craftopia
penguins.
It was basically this big video of my journey to get the blue roofs that we never even really put up anywhere. Like nothing happened with those blue roofs, but I was like, I need fish fillets. I'm gonna do bears, and then and then you're like, wait a second, you could just do penguins, and then it was just like mind blown. But there were so many little spots where I was trying to basically, cut the fat and but like make it as seamless as possible. And there's like 2 or 3 edits in there that I'm just like, I don't think anyone's gonna notice the cut. I don't think anyone's gonna notice the edit, but I think that like that's the point, right? Like I was like secretly like just like, yes, pretty damn seamless, like people could notice, but if you're just kind of looking, you don't get this weird jump of the character jumping this way or that, and it just felt so good to just like, you're going in and like you said, it's like 1 frame off or 2 frames and you're just like getting it. I really enjoyed that.
All right. Let's I don't know if any of us have really looked into this, but did anyone find any game deals this week? Chat, if you know any of like game deals or cool games that are coming out.
I have not looked into it.
Let's chat about that a little quick because it's on our list of things to talk about.
Apparently Rockstar are having a game sale.
Ooh, Rockstar's having a game sale.
Rockstar's having a game sale. 70% off some stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna open up Steam right now. Monster
I'm
Hunter
looking
Rise
at Nintendo Switch. Oh, really? It comes out this weekend?
That's what Shad.
That's pretty dope.
Geta.
Shadjita.
Shadjita.
Yeah.
Said in the chat. So I assume they're telling the truth.
That's dope. There's a lot on sale on Switch right now. That's actually pretty quality that I'm looking at right now. Like on the top, they have like Just Dance 2021 is normally on sale for $50, but now it's $25, so you're getting it half off. A Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is normally a $60 game, and it's on sale right now for $10.
Oh, everyone go get that. Don't even ask questions. Go buy that right now. That game.
Go buy that,
amazing.
And the DLC is also on sale.
Oh, DLC is on sale. Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh,
Kingdom Battle.
It's a tactical RPG. With Mario and the Rabbids, and it's so much fun. It's very charming. It's a game I never finished, but I really like it. Yeah, it's XCOM like game, but Nintendo style.
It's real
100%.
Cool. So just looking through like special offers on Steam right now, right? There is obviously Rockstar games, so all of the Rockstar games are up to 70% off. Depending. The Avengers game that came out is 50% off. Marvel's Avengers, that's a cool one.
Not cheap enough.
Probably not. Borderlands 3 is 66% off, so it's a third of the cost at $20. Gang Beasts is $10 right now. It's a fun game that I know a lot of my friends are like, buy it, and I'm like, no. And The Outer World, which supposedly is an amazing game. I've never played it. Is 50% off right now, so
they're making a new one, right?
Of course.
Like that one's got a second one coming.
I have no idea. I know that they're making a second My Time at Portia called My Time at Sandrock, but
part of the My Time series.
Time series. Yeah, it was really funny when I found out. There's no news about when. There's nothing like definitive about like when it's coming out of anything, but it just like popped up, and I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's so cool. They're like expanding on the idea.
Is it by the same people or?
Yeah. Supposedly it's part of the My Time series, which implies that we're gonna learn about something new in Sandrock, like a new place, a new free city, and then we'll end up having another game in that free city. So it's an interesting idea.
Cool.
I kind of like it.
This actually might be something to look into for any of you PlayStation 4 or the very few lucky PlayStation 5 owners out there. There's an interesting bundle right now on sale for 45% off. It's Immortals Phoenix Rising and Assassin's Creed Valhalla bundle. It's normally $109.99 in US, and it's now going for $60.49. You're basically getting one of those games for free. If you're willing to pay for one of them, you might as well get the bundle and get the other one too. If you don't have it already. So that's pretty neat. And then Crash is on sale for $35, Crash 4, which is pretty cool. Normally $60 game, now it's $38.99. So that's pretty cool. That's just like on the first page. I definitely have to pick up Jedi Fallen Order though, because that's on sale for $67, and I want it for $20.
The South Park games are on sale. The Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole.
Ooh,
those are both on sale right now. They're both 75% off. So that's a cool one.
Has anyone played any of those? I know I have friends that have played them, and they're like, they're so good.
I've seen them being played, and they're definitely like interesting, right? They're just kind of like roaming adventure games, which are really cool. And they're also recommended to me, so it's obviously a game style that I play a lot of.
Yeah.
I know they're turn-based RPGs. At least the first one is, and then the second one I think is more of a tactical RPG.
Yeah. Oh, Octopath Traveler is on sale, 50% off through Steam.
Ooh, okay.
$30 for that.
There's this game that I've been getting recommended, repeatedly recommended to me, by Steam called Tinkertown, and it looks like it's kind of like it kind of looks like a blend between like the old Final Fantasies and like Link to the Past sort of deal, and I guess it's basically a multiplayer sandbox deal. So I guess like a 2D Craftopia or something like that. But
that's pretty cool.
That seems pretty cute. Yeah, it's pretty cheap too.
For any of the Dragon Quest fans on Steam, Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is on sale for 50% off. So if you like warrior style gameplay, like Dynasty Warrior style gameplay, there's another good game for you.
Gotcha.
Especially if you like if you're a Dragon Quest fan, like it caters to you perfectly. And if you aren't a Dragon Quest fan, but you're a Dynasty Warriors fan, you might like this too, because Dragon Quest has actually some amazing writing, great music, fun characters, that might just get you into a new franchise that you never thought you would get into.
All right. So unless somebody has anything else, I think it's time for the bigger announcement of what's going on with 1UP. You know, we have one big announcement we haven't really gone over yet. We kind of alluded to it in some places, but I think it might be time. Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
Let's go.
I think so.
So before I do this, chat, we're gonna do a little Q&A after we do this announcement. So if you have some questions, start thinking about them, writing them out in chat. We'll get to them as we can, and as we see them to be relevant. But the big announcement. So obviously, we lost a bunch of conductors before we shut down the server. Part of the reason we shut down the server was to figure out what to do next, and also rework some of the back-end stuff and the front-end stuff. So with the loss of these conductors, we've decided that we have a lot of streamers who chill in our community right now anyway. We know a lot of you guys have some form of interest, and or we have some form of interest in you, depending on who you are. So we have decided that we're going to make a new role called applicant or interested. I think it's applicant.
I think it's applicant as well.
Yeah. And what this does for you is you get to choose, you get to opt into that role if you're interested. You'll get a new little tiny section of the Discord that opens up for you. and you can basically apply to be a conductor. So what that means is, while we have like spots open, or before we're back at capacity to where we feel we can hold off, we'll let new people in. You'll come on in a different type of fashion, right? So you'll come on as a junior conductor, which will just let you have some leeway and us have some leeway, where we'll have some time to talk about it. But this is also after a vetting process. So we're going to vet our applicants before we make them junior conductors. So I know that's a little backwards and confusing, and I said it wrong. So let me just reiterate. So you'll apply. You can apply, and then we will do a vetting process where the current conductors and head conductors will kind of discuss to see if we feel the applicant is a good fit for our community and for the community that we're trying to regrow and build. And then if you're accepted, you'll become a junior conductor. And then as a junior conductor, you'll get about 3 weeks-ish to feel it out, see if it really is someplace you want to be. And then we can talk about moving you up to being a regular conductor after that point, based upon lots of varying factors that I'm not going to 100% get into right now. Just because it's one, it's not 100% solidified yet, but also two, it's not really that important.
Nope.
The factors are factors that we can discuss when you're a part of the crew or not. But anyway, so that's our plan to help regrow some of the community, is to kind of let y'all come in, and we'll make a more formal announcement in the Discord that I'll just like add passengers in or something. But that's our big announcement. I'm pretty excited for it. So
yeah, I think it's going to be good. It'll be a great opportunity for people to participate in something that's bigger than themselves. A lot of Twitch adventures are just kind of solo adventures, and it doesn't have to be that way. And that's why I really like that we have this platform to kind of make it so people can find friends and kind of do stuff together.
Yeah. So, chat, if you have any questions, I don't know if we have very many active chatters right now, but if you have questions, ask them away. We'll take them as we get them. But before we continue with that, does anyone have anything else they want to add about what we've talked about so far?
Did we mention community nights?
We talked a little bit about them, but if you want to talk more about them, you can. We just mentioned that we're going to have them, but I don't have more on them.
I just can't wait for them, to be honest. I love it when we all get to hang out and like voice chat and do stuff together, so I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. We have to pick a color scheme? What do you mean, Yagi? Our color scheme is green and purple. That's why we've got blue and red everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So,
no, we're red, white, and blue. There you go.
No. I can't. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Our color schemes are all over the place. But you need the Triforce.
Could do green.
There you go. There you go.
Oh god. All right. Hold on, wait. I can't adjust my. Can I adjust my? I can turn this on.
Change your white balance.
Yeah, that's a complicated process.
That's a very complicated process.
I can do that. I'll be darker.
Does that count?
I'm terribly sorry. I don't have LED lights like my cool people.
Now we're blue.
Sorry, just dropping my glass cleaner on the ground.
Oh no.
Super cool glass cleaner, by the way. It's a defogging glass cleaner, so I can like spray it on my glasses and then basically walk outside and do like for like 20 minutes and it not fog up my glasses at all.
That's amazing.
It's pretty nice.
Only for 20 minutes? Not for any longer than that?
No, I can do that for like 20 minutes. No, the spray lasts like, it's advertised to last like 3 days. It lasts like 2 weeks. It's great.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't have to reapply it every so often. I apply it when I feel like I'm going to be outside for a long time.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna be like, it says like 3 days, but they really mean like 3 minutes.
No, it's
like to match the project.
It's a pretty good product. It was initially going off on a product I own. It initially was designed for motorcyclists because when motorcyclists are are driving on the like road or whatever, they can't. If their glasses fog up, they die.
Mm-hmm.
Novel concept, right? So initially it was to allow motorcyclists to spray it on the inside of their glasses, wipe it away, spray it on the front, and they won't get foggy. What is it used now for? It's used now for people to buy and use, because when we wear masks, our glasses fog.
It's true.
What is it called again?
It's called Easy Clear. You can't get it outside of the United States, so sorry to anybody who is... Actually, I don't know if that's true. I just know you can't get it in Canada. The reason I know that is because I still have a bottle of this that I'm supposed to send to Pancake, but I don't want to pay $20 to send it to Pancake.
So today's one-up station is definitely not brought to you by...
Oh yeah, no, it's not brought to you
Clean.
by Easy Clean. It is brought to you by One Up Station and our fabulous new things. I have a suggestion, by the way.
What's
you have
up,
a suggestion? Oh yeah, well,
Oh, that's such a great idea.
Definitely gonna need to do
there
that.
There should be names now underneath our... Here, I'll keep moving my mouse so that we always have our names.
Hey, it's a good fidget. It's a good little fidget.
There you go. So I'm LQ Does. That's Researcher Ryan. That's Sneaky Zombie with the weird letters. I will legitimately do this for the next 20 minutes while we finish this podcast. I'm kidding. I'm not going to. I wonder if there's like a setting for me to have like display names.
I'd imagine so, right?
Yeah,
there has to
right?
be.
I feel like there
Oh,
is.
I'm highlighting Ryan now.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to highlight Sneaky with their searching.
There you go.
Look at that smile. That's a great smile. Sneaky, you have a great laugh smile. You know that?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there's Ryan licking his lips. Here's me being real awkward. Like, we're just jumping around. I probably shouldn't be jumping around. Let's go back here. Okay. I don't know. There's probably a setting somewhere. Can I pin? What does this pin do?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of like seeing if there is a... It doesn't seem like there's...
Anyway. Just add a text of... Yeah. I know, Yagi. Listen, Yagi. I want to let you know something. I started setting this up 45 minutes before we went live. And I forgot all of the things. The picture behind us right now. The picture right behind us right now is the same picture that was up for our start screen, and I just put text in front of it that said we're starting soon. There was no planning done to like actual nitty-gritty of the podcast. There was thoughts thrown around, and we have a list of things to talk about, which we've gotten through most of.
True. It's true.
But yeah, that's basically it. I'm back. I'm gonna be bouncing in and out. Don't worry, Cheesy Steve.
We're just about wrapped up, I think.
We are. So I have a way to end it, and it's gonna suck for Ryan, which is why I think it's a great idea.
What? Oh no.
So first off, any more questions from the chat before we finish off? You did, Cheesy Steve. We made an announcement about adding new conductors. But you know what? It's fine that you missed so much, because Ryan is going to do something really great for us.
Oh no.
Ryan, and I'm gonna get a timer out.
Oh no.
Are you gonna make me recap the whole podcast?
You're gonna recap the whole podcast. You're right.
Oh god, let me pull up our topics so I know. Like,
no. You know, no topics. You got to do this from memory.
Oh no, from memory.
But I want to try and
believe in you, Ryan.
I want to delete this timer.
I didn't know there was a pop quiz.
Well, if you had shown up on time, I would have let you know. All right, so you're gonna do this recap in a minute. You're gonna recap the last 50 minutes in a minute. So are you ready?
I'm gonna try my best.
Are you ready? Start in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody. This is a recap for the One Up Station podcast, and yeah, we introduce ourselves. That's LQ Does. I'm Researcher Ryan, and that is Sneaky Zombie. And we kind of talked about what we're doing this week. LQ Does has kind of been living life, working and doing some stuff considering this podcast. I myself have been trying to recover, get myself situated mentally, while also getting a new phone. And Sneaky has been dealing with stuff with their dog, along with some other stuff. And then we talked about what's new with the One Up Station and why we had to close because we had members that left and we wanted to reorganize the thing. Then we also talked about some game deals. There's some cool stuff. Go get Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Hashtag not sponsored by Nintendo. Talked about some ice spray for a little bit, and stuff like that. Talked about goodbyes and what we're gonna do, Q&As and stuff.
Time.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
So Ryan, how did you feel about that? How did you feel about that?
I was stressed.
Oh, cool. You're gonna do it again in 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we talked about introducing ourselves, saying that as hi, I'm Researcher Ryan, that's LQ Does, down below Sneaky Zombie. And
20 seconds.
We talked about the One Up Station, that we had conductors leaving, but we're doing stuff to improve it. You guys can become conductors too. We talked about eyeglasses, and poor Igor was sick, and get Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for Nintendo Switch.
6 seconds.
Also, we talked about ice spray a lot. I don't know if I said that already, but we talked about ice spray for a little bit.
All right, Ryan, are you ready? You should know what's coming up. All right,
I know. You have to do a 10-second one.
Is it 10?
I'll give you 10 seconds first. Yeah, 10 seconds first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. I've got to restart it because it
10 seconds.
It just went.
You got this.
All right, go.
LQ, Ryan, Sneaky, become a conductor today and involved in
3 seconds.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Let's go.
All right.
You pointed at yourself.
All right, Ryan.
You called me Ryan.
All right, Ryan. Last one. Are you ready to do it? You got to do the whole podcast in 2 seconds.
All right.
All right. 3,
Let's go.
2, 1, go.
This broadcast was not brought to you by the.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go back to all three of us. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to end the podcast every single time with one of our guests recapping the entire podcast in 1 minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 2 seconds. Thank you guys so much. I'm LQ Does. This is One Up Station. Also, Discord is in the description down below because I didn't set up commands yet because this Discord does not have a bot yet.
Wait.
Unless you have it, Ryan, you can post it.
I have it.
Somebody was looking for it.
Ryan. He's so prepared.
I posted it earlier. It was like, follow the Discord.
But I'm LQ Does. This man, guy, dude, I'm pointing. I don't know if it's pointing at the same person on their screen.
You're right.
No, it is. You're good. You got it.
You can start saying words now that I'm pointing to you.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Researcher Ryan. You can find me at researcher_Ryan. And if you like Pokemon, you're gonna like me. That's my pitch.
and this lovely person.
Sneaky zombie, Sneaky_zombie. And yes. That's me.
Yeah. And I'm LQ Does. You can find me at, that's all of our Twitch handles. You can find us everywhere. Just come to the One Up Station and you'll find all of us individually, or you can find all of us together. But come
hang out. Say hello.
Come hang out. And that's it. That's our show. I'm going to now put back up our starting soon screen, which makes no sense. But goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you all for watching so much.